Good evening. Good evening. Apologies for the delay to the start of this. Yeah, my laptop decided it wanted to do a proper restart, boy. And with Apple restarts, boy, it don't just restart once; it restarts about 3-4 times. So glad I've been able to only delay this by 5 minutes. But welcome to another episode of Get Amped, Match Day 13. Bit of an indifferent sort of weekend. Obviously, my boys lost yesterday. We need to pick ourselves up quickly. Got Leeds on Tuesday. But a mixed bag of results this weekend, obviously, as the thumbnail says. The biggest winners at the minute look like it's City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Obviously, they're all three of those teams winning their games. United got a well hard-fought point today, actually, to be fair. Fair play to them. I mean, like a point away at Chelsea is a good point regardless. So quite a few things to get into, really. As you come in, obviously, as per usual, like, share, subscribes, turn on your notifications for future content. It's going to be a busy week, actually, this upcoming week, a very busy week. Obviously, 2 games next week, so should be loads of content coming up. I can see Brush in the background. We'll definitely talk Man United. But as per usual, to be fair to Talk Forest TV, this guy Dan always sends in a video clip to be played. So obviously I respect that. And I'm going to give him his space to talk Nottingham Forest.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dan from Talk Forest TV here. Here to do a match review on Forest game against West Brom, which finished 0-0 on Friday night. Quite happy that, I went into the game thinking a point would do. I'd take a point from West Brom, and plays do where it can be quite tricky and be quite difficult to get something from. But then I felt disappointed because we could have gone there and won it with Finney. I know these people said they were average and that we didn't play with which we did in parts. We could have kept the ball better, I know that, but especially when West Brom went down to 10 men, we could have gone and won it, and we actually went for it, which under other managers we would have done it, but Stevie Cooper actually gone for it, and which is quite nice, and it just gives us that fresh optimism that yeah, Stevie Cooper will go for the win if he feels like he can. It's just disappointing that we didn't take a chance. West Brom had quite a few chances as well, so I think there's pros and cons from Friday night, but just happy that we are actually going for it and actually things a lot more better. It's really bad to see our West Brom fans walking out with 15 minutes to go, and we weren't even losing. It was a 0-0 at the minute, so it's just going to show how much they think about their manager. So I think a lot is good enough, but I'm happy that Forest do feel confident enough to actually go for it. So tell us what you think. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, respect that as always, man. Always setting something through. And it's nice obviously hearing from a team outside the Premier League as well. So like this show's not just for Premier League fans. Listen, if I could get someone for like a Dortmund or PSG, that would be wicked. It'd be nice to hear from fans all over the world. Luke, I see you've come in as well. And your camera's working. Big up to you. I'm going to bring you up in the set. I'm going to speak to my boy, Brush.
What are you saying, bro?
What are you saying?
I just heard you mention
week for you,
huge week for us, bro. Huge week. Obviously, we spoke last week, and I wasn't really expecting too many changes because obviously the backroom staff and everything's essentially the same. So it is going to be a process on that. I'm taking you saw the game today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at stages there was like 8 at the back, like it was proper dead football. couldn't get out of our own half in the entirety of the first half. It was all mad. But a hard fought draw. A lot of people, myself included, thought we were in for an absolute pamming. So a draw, a draw at any time at Stamford Bridge is usually a good result. So yeah, I'll take it, man. It puts an end to the rut in it, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, absolutely. What was your initial thoughts, obviously, when you saw the starting lineup?
When I was baffled, brother. I'm not going to lie to you. When I saw that midfield, just my heart just kind of shrinked a little bit. I just didn't really see where that creativity was going to come from when you saw McFred along with Matic and Bruno. It just looks so disjointed, bro. Like I was baffled. I'm sure you were too when you saw it.
Listen, I saw someone tweet out McFredic. I was dying.
That does not need to trend. This can't be a thing. Like January can't come fast enough, and it really. They need to address that, man. Like it doesn't even. It's at a point where it doesn't even have to be a world beater. We just need something different in it. Throw something different into the mix.
No, I hear you.
Yes.
With the fact that obviously you started with Matt Tomini, actually, sorry, before I ask you that question, let me not forget the community, and especially this, because you know what? For weeks, he's been trying to be first. He's finally done it. He's finally done it. Big up Realist. Big up Jay as always. Yourself. T, who's in the back as well. We'll talk Arsenal shortly.
Popcorn gang out in force.
I've done well, brushing. I haven't bought a bag in a while,
Yeah.
I used to be buying them kind of mad. But you know what? Mate, hopefully Sunday night. Big up Louis. We made his debut on the channel yesterday.
Just before you came on as well, Rich, I heard you say you wanted to find a PSG fan. Well, I've been listening to one guy over this past week by the name of Parisian Londoner.
Oh, that's the one that it was on Flex's channel as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. He was on a couple of streams this past week, bro. Holler at him, innit?
I'm gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna do that.
Yeah, I saw him in a few places actually. I saw him. The last one I saw, I think he was chatting to Soph over on Ladies in Red. And yeah, good brother, man.
No, we can appreciate that. Appreciate that. Big up Jordan as always. Ferbs, the main man. It feels weird when you get good results. Like I don't know.
It's strange now, isn't it?
It's mad strange.
Yeah.
100%.
Not sure how to feel in that.
Mr. Game, did United have a good or bad performance? Brush, you can take the floor on that one. Whilst I keep addressing the comments.
You didn't miss anything by way of performance, bro. Just watch the highlights, innit? And it will probably just bypass the first half and go to the goals. Yeah, it was.
Boy, big up Brad. No, really, I'm first.
Big up Yardy Brad.
Brad's a main man, He's too funny. Big up Maisie. How you doing? Devils United. Putting out great content as well, to be fair.
Yes. Oh, and she's up on Sophie's channel as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Doing a lot. Yeah, shout out, Maisie.
So Maisie, listen, the community knows who you are, and if they don't, they will get to know. And stuff. So, and feel free actually if you want.
Just jump on stream, innit? Introduce yourself.
Stream, yeah. Come on, I'll put the link there again. You know what? Normally I do it as a 1-by-1 thing, but you know what? Let's have a panel. Let's have a panel today. We'll do it that way. You know what? I'm gonna bring in. I'll bring in Luke, whose camera's finally working again.
Yeah.
Big up T.
Silver Fox. Building.
Silver Fox.
Cisco is in the building.
Disco bowl settings.
How you doing, lads?
Not too bad, yeah. Not too bad.
Good.
You know, Luke, since your camera's back up and running, and it seems like you're very clear and stuff, thoughts on us yesterday? We were terrible, weren't we?
We were terrible, but I think I've been thinking about it today. I think Vieira's problem is that he's got too many options.
I don't think that's a problem though. He's just got to pick the right ones.
But then that comes on to my other thing. He I don't think he knows his best. I would say our defence is good. He knows his defence, and he knows I think it's the midfield and the attack. I feel like he doesn't know his best midfield or attack.
Do you not think that's a good problem to have, though?
I think recently we've been seeing over the past few games is like you're switching between, like you had Maka and Gallagher in midfield, but now you're having Kouyaté and Luka in the midfield. But once you start having Eze coming back, you're like, Vieira's probably going to think, oh, I've got Eze in the background, and now I'm going to have to put him back in. And it's like, I think Vieira's very inexperienced at the moment with doing all of this. I really hope because you need I mean, like with United and with like Arsenal, I think Arsenal have a solid 11 now, don't they? And then with United, I think with the new manager coming in, I think they would have a solid 11. With Palace at the moment, we seem to be all over the place. We don't.
Oh, Nippens
hit
him.
First 11, and then you have those three come
off. Nippon has struck again.
Oh man, I was going to ask Luke a question as well.
On that, what I will say though, until he comes back, is the fact that this is Vieira's first season in the Premier League, and it's still very early on. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of adjustments to be made. Still very early days. You guys had a big influx of outgoings and incomings as well, and it will all take time to settle down. But yeah, bit of a strange feeling for you, Rich, like an actual loss. You were starting to forget that they existed, isn't it?
It's not, isn't it? It's our first defeat in 8.
Yeah. And even then, I think if it finished 2-1 in the end, didn't it?
Yeah.
I think that probably pissed you off more than anything.
Nah, we didn't deserve anything from Tom. Yeah. We got a goal to keep our goal difference.
Yeah. But I mean, you could have stolen a draw though.
100%.
Yeah, and you've got your own.
He was back.
You've got your own McFred thing going on as well. I see.
Listen, like I said, I've sent out a tweet. It's just not working for Luke. It's not working for him. Let me address the comments.
Nippin's powerful, man.
Nippin's man are mad and such. And big up Maisie's actually in the cut, so I'm gonna bring her in shortly. Big up Jamie. Rich, massive 3 points for Liverpool, and we're looking good again. Listen, Liverpool moving mad, They're actually moving mad. I see what he's trying to say, but having competition is great, absolutely. Bernard Dre. Rush with the holy lights from above, yeah?
Aye.
That's what led to us getting the point today, bro. Jesus settings. The Lord is looking down.
And Brad says here, Tariq, your work rate is unrivaled. Man came on stream after a hard day. Making teppanyaki.
Yo, Rich, when I was first reading that as well, I genuinely thought, you know what, Brad's being nice to me today. And then that's the last part. And I was like, nah.
You should have known, Tariq. You should have known it was too good to be true.
Trust me. When you see Bradley's name, expect banter.
Exactly.
Good evening, Maisie.
Hi.
How's it going, Maze?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Got a smile on my face today. Wasn't expecting to get anything out of today, so I'm quite chuffed.
What's your thoughts on the game, Maisie?
I came into the game, I was quite unconfident, just knowing that how we was in the past under Ollie, and I know we got them 3 points against Villarreal, but Villarreal and Chelsea are 2 different kettles of fish. You do look at Chelsea, you think they're clinical, they're technical, they hold such high possession of the ball, and when they do have possession, they're always that big, massive danger. So I was coming in, I never bet against my team anyway, regardless, but I come in, I was feeling unconfident. But then knowing that Chelsea I think there was missing out on names, like especially like Lukaku for one, because I think if Lukaku started, it would have been completely different.
I think Chilwell was their biggest loss.
Yes, Chilwell was another one because I don't think Alonso was there. I think though there was a couple of things for United where we played really well, like that time when Sancho scored and we obviously got that goal when he took it off Jorginho. That was a good one. And as well, that Fred missed. You can't exactly blame Fred for them 3 points being lost completely. I blame more for Wan-Bissaka because that penalty incident, that shouldn't have happened whatsoever. It was absolutely terrible. And you should know you should not be kicking someone at the back of your legs in a penalty spot. So I think it was overall pretty poor from Wan-Bissaka. But I was happy with the overall performance. And it does show for me that we are getting that a little bit, building that a little bit better, ready for Ralph. So I'm quite looking forward to see on how Man United is getting. And Ralph as well has already identified that we need a midfielder in the winter transfer window and looking at a Leipzig midfielder and paying for his release clause of 33 million.
Hi, Dara.
Oh, he's a player.
Yes.
He's a good player.
Maze, what did you think of... sorry to cut you off there, Rich.
No, go on.
Yeah, what did you think of Ronaldo coming on? Because I was a bit miffed, thinking, who's going to get the ball to him?
I was thinking, I wanted Ronaldo to come on anyway because I thought Rashford for me wasn't there. I think Rashford at the moment is better as a substitute option than he is as a starting 11 player. Because when he has started, he hasn't been there for me. So I was hoping, Ronaldo will play. But then we needed something in the midfield if we was putting Ronaldo on. I think we would have better up in putting Donny on and Ronaldo at the same time. But we put Donny on far too late. So I think, but for me, Ronaldo didn't really do anything when he came on because he didn't have the service for him. And because Chelsea had too much possession of the ball compared to us, it was very hard for Ronaldo to get them opportunities.
Maisie, you'll quickly find that my community...
Don't worry, I get the same, Maisie. Don't you worry about that. I'm already
My community...
My hair's always crazy, honestly.
Love
it's literally just mad all the time.
Don't worry, Maze. You just wait till Bradley gets on stream.
Then you can give it to him.
He's not in any position to make jokes.
I promise you I don't always look like this.
Same here, but Bradley always practices when we're not looking like our best. But anyways, Maisie, what was I going to say? Nice to meet you anyway, but who was you particularly impressed with in particular today? What players was you impressed with?
Fred for me was a big shout. I think I was very impressed with Fred because he gets a lot of critique by us United fans. I, for one, has critiqued Fred in the past. I haven't much this season, but I have more in past seasons. And for me, he had an absolute brilliant game. He made quite a few tackles, a few clearances. I think his passing accuracy was well in the high 80s as well, and that is the highest I've seen for a long time. He pressed really well. And I think he was that real threat towards Chelsea, and you could tell that because Chelsea kept fouling Fred. Another one who I was really impressed with was De Gea. He'd made quite a few saves, and I think he was the one who did keep us in the game. And I was quite impressed with Eric Bailly as well, because he hasn't had that game time like obviously Maguire has, and he still stepped to that role and he played brilliantly.
Yeah,
I agree. There's a
with
few points I'm going to come back to actually on that. But let me just the comments. Would I take Aaron back? See, it's difficult because in a defensive basis, yes. But then if we're trying to play out from the back, I don't know.
And you guys actually attack now, so...
Do you know what, though? Not going to lie. Yeah, he's shocking playing out in the back, but he had he showed a few bits of trickery, though. You know what I mean? You remember?
And you know what it is as well? He's just not very good on the eye. Like, the way he moves, it's mad awkward.
100%. Jamie says here, like, Chelsea, obviously, they still play five at the back, so City and Liverpool are still the best teams at the moment.
I mean, for me, all three of them for me are not just the best in the league, but, you know, they are the best in Europe, in my opinion. Like, the only ones that you can add to that mix really are Bayern and PSG. And even then, with PSG, I think, you know, it's just the big names and there's a lot of individuals that look great on paper, but we saw what Man City did to them.
Yeah. United need more than Wreck-It Ralph. Oh gosh, Jamie Taylor Beatties. Dan's video was actually at the start of the show, so feel free to rewind that. If you want to go have that, give that a look. Oh man, big up Chino. And Bambi Saka.
Realist did a watch along, and Chino was stressed.
I need to watch that back.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, it was pretty epic.
And Dizzy says he's trying to join, but his mic is really messing him up right now. Actually, to be fair, I did see you pop up and disappear.
Edna was great on that stream as well. She got really excited.
Bless her, though. Bless her. You know what? We'll come back to United. Let's talk Arsenal for a bit. Tariq, how do you think things are going? Like, all of a sudden, you're fifth, obviously, kind of goal difference, 11 points with West Ham. They were laughing at you at the beginning of the season.
Yo, this is the thing, no, man. Like, you got to always give it time. And at the start of the season, it's always easy to get like with the flow. Look at the difficulty, the fixtures, the transfers that we still yet to make, injuries, illness, still playing a big part. But I'm impressed that we're getting and we're ticking results over the line, because at this point last season, we wouldn't have beaten Newcastle at this point last season. So there is a bit of progression there. I'm not 100% on our performances. In the first half, it was shocking. It was poor. I know we had a big chance with Aubameyang having miss of the season. I don't think you'll see a worse miss. No Morpie tried to get himself up there against Leeds, but yeah, Aubameyang's miss from like 2 yards out. Yeah, you won't see that. And Aubameyang is trying his best to for Arsenal to drop as many points as possible at home. But but yeah, I'm still not too impressed with our performances. Our lack of chance creations are something to worry about. This Newcastle team, this Newcastle defense are appalling. But yeah, second half it was a lot better. I'm seeing growth in that way. I'm just providing a little bit of balance. I'm happy with it, but also there is glaring errors. And we, as Arsenal fans, you know, when you support a club, you can emotionally go on the roller coaster. And when you go on lows, that's when you go really low. And then when you go high, you probably go higher than you should. So I try and keep an equal level. Manchester United coming up, I think that's going to be a big test, you see, away from home against Manchester. I know we beat them last season and we deserve to beat you, I believe, but that's under our league.
Still took a penalty, T.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? There you go. And we did even that. We didn't even score off of a real chance created. Thankfully, Pogba being an idiot. That's what it was. Keep fouling Bellerin. But yeah, man, there are still things that we need to work on. I'm more than interested to hear what Dizzy thinks on this as well, because obviously an Arsenal fan for Laguna. Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm a bit shaky at the moment.
Let's see if Dizzy's mic's working.
Yeah, well, can you hear me now?
Yes, bro.
Yes, Dizzy.
All right, yo, big up, people. So, the Newcastle game, to be honest, yeah, the first 35 minutes was dull. Like, we were slow, which I actually found weird because this season, like in the Leicester game, the Villa game, hell, even the Crystal Palace game, until Crystal Palace decided to turn into freaking Barcelona. Even the first 15 minutes in those games, yeah, we actually played like we actually started well. But this game, for some weird reason, we started slow. We couldn't like penetrate Newcastle's defense. I mean, it's actually hard when you play like 10 defenders and above. We went into the break. We came back out. We started well. And Saka's goal, Martinelli turned up, and I mean, it's actually weird because when the season started, all I was hearing is Arsenal are getting relegated and stuff like that. And so it's actually weird seeing us having the same points as West Ham. It's actually really weird. But one thing like people need to get about this team is I think we have the youngest team in the league right now. So we actually have to be patient with our players because they are young and they will make mistakes. Like Lokonga is a very talented player, but we all know maybe like in the future he's gonna make a mistake, and hopefully the fans of this club will like lay down on him and not pressure him much, because that is one thing our fan base does. Yeah, if one player has a good the highest player, and when they have a bad game, they'll just turn on him and just chat about him and everything. So hopefully we continue this.
And wait, can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, a lot clearer now, actually.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
a lot better.
yeah. So hopefully, we go into the game on Thursday and put in a decent performance. Because right now, like, let's just continue going below the radar, like playing well, and like people shouldn't really like see us because I actually think people don't rate us highly or anything. So let's just go about doing our business quietly, and who knows, man? Maybe top 4, top 5. Who knows, man? But right now things are looking good for us.
Yeah, Dizzy, just a quick question for you. What's your thoughts on Partey? Because just for mine, because for that one, I'm more frustrated with the
this
experience.
Question is difficult for me, because I'm Ghanaian too, in it. So, all right, Partey. Like, the thing for me with Partey is I probably watch Partey more than the random person. So I hold Partey to this high standard because I know what Partey can do, and his performance 2 days ago. Oh wait, yesterday. Yeah, that was probably one of the worst performances I have seen from Thomas Partey, and like I don't know if we're not using him well. I actually don't know what is wrong with him, but he needs to step up because we paid like 50 million for him. So we need Partey to step up because if Partey drops off, the entire team drops off. And so hopefully Partey steps up for us.
Yeah, I agree
with
you.
There's just a few comments, and then you know what? I'm going to turn this into a Manchester United versus Arsenal preview. Since we've got two guests of each side, why not? Why not? So, Jamie Phillips says here, AWB is a real life FIFA glitch. Now, listen, I had to compose myself because this comment was sent quite some time ago. Bradley is taking liberties.
What's he saying?
Where have I seen that wallpaper before? Brush, do you live with Hamza?
Wow.
Big up, family. Rah, Dizzy dipped. No, you heard preview, you didn't want it.
You didn't want to smoke. Yeah.
No, it's probably his mic.
Don't worry, Bradley. This is a slipper-free zone. You won't see any flying slippers.
Big up, Santiago. Arsenal will get slapped by us 5-0.
Oh, why is Chino coming in so much chess, man?
If you don't beat Arsenal, I'm not watching football again.
Listen, when it comes to Arsenal, you know how fans are.
Yeah, true.
They're slap. They might get Chino.
But I think Realist was one of those ones that were on the relegation train after 3 games into the season with you lot.
That's a fair point.
I didn't know we were Realist then. I'm glad.
Yeah, he would have been insufferable for that first little run in.
If we see Brush with a slipper in the chamber, it's confirmed.
I can hear
Dizzy's thoughts. Bradley's such a troll, you know. My guy Tariq with the Metal Mario settings today. You might just take off the do-rag, you know.
Nah, I can't, man. It'll be even worse then.
I don't know, T. I don't know.
No, I promise. I'll take these.
Because at the moment, it just looks like you just walked out of like a 90s hip-hop video shoot. That's how you've been looking for the last couple of weeks.
But notice how he didn't put the red one on today, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, it's not here either.
Big up, Doug. This is probably, I don't know. This guy's quiz knowledge is mad. Like 50 questions, he's getting like 47 of them right. It's just mad.
Yeah.
Ooh, talking of, we should do one of those on stream one day.
Actually, yeah, I know T's gonna do it. So you're setting up a Christmas.
I am doing one.
Is it? Oh, awesome.
Yeah. And such. But it is Statman Stubbs. He does quizzes as well. So if ever you feel like jumping on that, like check him out. I'll send you his that as well.
Yeah, defo, man.
Need to work on his mic back in a bit. Oh snap! You know what? You're proper outnumbered in Tina.
Hello.
Yes,
man.
Monzi.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, you lot. Fucking what? I told you it'd be 1-0, didn't I? Hey? Don't fucking listen. You don't listen to you typical Arsenal fans. Don't listen. Do you know what I mean?
Monzi, there's a bit of an echo coming from
Look
you.
at your silver head, look. Fucking hell.
Where's your egg then, Munzie? Go on, get it on screen.
You don't want to see my face. Fucking hell, I got a cold.
Oh.
Crazy. Maisie, we'll come back to you.
What name?
Donny van der Beek.
Yep.
What's happening?
So it's a tough one, to be honest, about Donny, because myself, I have been critical about Donny in the past, just because when I have seen him and he has played that starting 11 lineup, I said he hasn't been there for me. But then when he comes on as a substitute, he's like really electric. So it's going to be interesting to see, especially under Ralph, what will happen with Donny. For me, I reckon that he'll probably get that little bit more game time. It's interesting because if he doesn't get that game time, I think the best thing for him would be potentially a loan move, just so he can build up his fitness levels, if that's going to be in another Premier League club or if that's going to be abroad.
We'll
because
take him.
especially when Pogba leaves, we do need that creative midfielder such as Donny, because Pogba, we know, I think he's not even going to sign that new contract now. So it's just about now keeping Donny, keeping his fitness levels up, if that's going to us keep him and Ralph be playing him, or if that's going to be, of course, him going out on loan and then bringing him back in the summer. So it'll be an interesting one. It's still all up in the air for me, to be honest. I hear him linked to Newcastle. I hear him linked to an abroad team. It's crazy.
There was a loan move to Everton on deadline day, which apparently Ollie blocked.
Yeah, I've heard about that as well.
Yeah,
I heard about that as well, because they said, Ollie said that there was plans for Donny in this squad, but he only made like 2 starts under Ollie.
Yeah, we just didn't see it.
Under 4 minutes. And it was better off doing that loan move if that was the case, if that was a short-term loan or a season loan move, because it's not fair, especially with someone with Donny's talent, to be left on the bench for so long. Especially knowing that Ajax, he was like a contender for Ballon d'Or at one point. So, and he's still only, 23? So he still needs to keep his levels up. He's going to be hitting his prime eventually. So you can't exactly leave someone like that in the squad on the bench. So you either, of course, play him or you don't, or you loan him out. And I think if he got loaned to Everton, it could have potentially been a good idea. As if you did loan him to Everton, you'd be able to see why he wasn't starting for Man United. Was it something to do with the training? Was it something to do with Ollie? Or was it the fact that he doesn't suit the Premier League? Because you know a lot of people who do come from different leagues just don't suit the Premier League and they end up getting shipped on.
And this is the other thing. Had he gone to Everton, we would have seen him hopefully play week in, week out. And, we would have had more knowledge on how he adapted to the league. Whereas now it's just a bit pointless, really. If you don't integrate him into the team, he's just sat there, just declining in ability and value. And it's so hard to come on and do your best when you are coming on to get these little cameo appearances and coming on once a month. And also with Donny as well, I am very aware that, like they say, like absence makes the heart grow fonder. Like people build up Donny to be this amazing guy based on that 1 year when they went to the Champions League semi-final. And I think that the expectation on his shoulders is so huge. Anytime he comes on, you're almost setting him up for failure.
Yeah.
I completely agree, and I think, especially when you see United fans trending on Twitter like "Free Donny" and "Why is Donny not playing?" and then you instantly expect, like, when Donny comes on as a substitute, or if he comes as a starting 11 up on the starting 11, you expect him to get a goal or an assist, and you can't exactly expect somebody to be like that. Because
this is the thing.
To a degree, Donny is still adapting to the Man United squad, because he hasn't even. I think last season he played less minutes than Virgil van Dijk and he was injured.
Yeah, that's crazy. Jay says, give us Donny, we'll give you Ayu, Luca, and our set piece coach.
We've got one of those as well. We'll send you Ramsey. I'm not sure what he's been working on with regards to set pieces.
It's crazy.
Exactly, that's my biggest concern. We bring Eric Ramsey, who's supposed to be
Yeah.
a real good set piece coach, is an amateur in my eyes because our set pieces hasn't improved. If anything,
I'll tell you what, Maze, it makes sense now, innit? Because initially when I heard that we got him, I was like, what? We got a coach from Chelsea. But now it makes sense.
Does he say, listen, give us Donny, we'll send you Nene?
And hey, buy one, get one free. Yeah. Kolasinac in there as well. Give me Kolasinac.
Munzi, if you're about, what's your thoughts on the game? Because obviously you did
Yeah, I'm
predict the
still
1-1 draw.
about. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You hear me, yeah? Is it echoing or
Yeah, I
not?
can hear you. No, you're good.
Right. Yeah, well, first half, it was fucking dire, really. It was like, we were just holding on. And then second half, I thought they'd do that in the first half, like go at them, like counter-attack. But I don't know why he took Sancho off. Should have left Sancho on. He took Sancho and Rashford off. And put a 37-year-old up front. It didn't make sense to me. But what's happened right before this stream? No, that ain't even funny. But yeah, I thought I told everyone in the chat. Do you know what I mean? Like fucking, I knew it'd be 1-0. Just the way Chelsea, all the Chelsea fans are midweek on my channel shouting out how good they are. Do you know what I mean? They could win the Champions League. They can't beat us. Fucking hell.
I mean, West
And
Brom
this-
beat them and still won the Champions League.
Who?
West Brom 5-3, 5-2, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, I
something
can't
like
remember that.
that. Something
Can't
like that.
remember that.
What
Can't
was your
remember.
biggest take from the game, though, Munzi? Because obviously you started with a back eight, effectively.
Well, yeah, we had to start with back eight because you got like Tellez playing, didn't you, and Lindelof. So you have to start. You're -2 there, aren't you?
I thought Lindelof was
Tellez,
all right.
I don't care. I don't know how long Tellez has been a couple of years, and he can't defend for Toffee. I can defend better than him. I'm nearly going on 40. So it's like, but there ain't no one else there. Like all this stuff saying, "Oh, I'll give Carrick a contract." No, get Carrick far away from my club as possible, please, and take Mike Phelan and McKenna with him because they're all three of them are fucking hopeless. They ain't got a freaking clue. I
Do you
don't
think
care
it
what
was-
any. I don't care what any other United fan. That's my opinion. If you don't like it, well, don't come on my show. I don't give a shit.
Munzi, you jumped on so happy, and now all of a sudden you're just so upset.
Oh, I know
Hello?
because last week on my show, someone was moaning because I was so negative. It's like, well, if you put up with this crap for 3 years, then do you know what I mean? I'm old enough to see us when we used to be good. Do you know what I mean?
But
So-
it's your opinion, though, isn't it, Munzi? Everyone's allowed to have a different opinion.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know why
yeah.
people argue over different opinions.
Like, I never wanted Ollie out until like the Liverpool game. That's when I wanted him out because it was embarrassing, and he should have seen it was embarrassing. But yeah, they you know, they've done what they had to do today. A point's
Yeah,
better
I
than-
mean, for me, I always had criticism for like all the things he was doing wrong. I never really put energy into the Ollie out thing, though, but that was partly because I didn't have any faith in the board to get the next appointment right, to be honest. So it was a thing where I was like, if I do want Ollie out, then who's it going to be? And at the time, I guessed it would probably be some kind of Fletcher or Carrick interim thing till the end of the season.
United
Yeah,
fans.
I don't like this. I don't like this interim. I'm not interiming, so I don't know what they are.
United fans, Maisie, and Munzi and Brush, what are your expectations for Man United this season now with Ralph coming in?
Finish top.
Do you have
Finish
any
top four.
expectations?
Finish
What?
top 4 and win a cup. That's it. We ain't gonna get nothing else.
What about yours, Maisie?
For me, I was never expecting Man United to win the league anyway, because I think when you look at the ability of Liverpool, you look at the ability of Manchester City, you can't expect us to instantly win the league because we've got Ronaldo and Varane. You just can't expect it on the click of your hand when you still need a CDM, you still need a replacement right back. So for me, I was still saying we still need to win some kind of a trophy this season. A lot of people are thinking we're going to win the Champions League. I don't believe we'll win the Champions League. I think with the Champions League, it is always based off luck. And sometimes how we play like individual brilliance. So I wouldn't say we'd win the Champions League. We're out of the Carabao Cup, so the only thing we're going to be able to win now is the FA Cup. So it's either going to be, I think it's going to be the FA Cup, and we need to get as far up the league as possible at this point now, and we need to make sure that we ensure Champions League football next season. If we finish like third or second, I'd be happy with that if we win the FA Cup. But if we get any lower than top four and get into Europa League, I really won't be amused about that, to be honest.
Brush, what about you, man?
For me, it's always been about long-term planning. With this Ralph move, I am more looking ahead to what he's going to do as a consultant after the end of the season, opposed to what he can achieve in these 6 months. I know most of us have been doing our research this past week into Ralph and his style and philosophies, and listen to the YouTube videos where he speaks so eloquently about his footballing style. I don't see him implementing that overnight at United. I don't think we have the players for it either. So it's a situation of square pegs, round holes. But hopefully, this is a step in the right direction in fixing us structurally and putting footballing people in footballing positions, which is where we've really lacked over the years. All the other rivals, all the top clubs that we have mentioned who are in a title race, they've all got systems and styles, and it's not happened overnight. They've properly worked on it, and that's what we need to do. And hopefully Ralph brings that in, and then the next person they bring in builds on that. So what I'm looking forward to seeing are signs of a system that then we can start to build on. I think there will be casualties as well. So, in the coming months, we'll see who stays and who won't make it.
Yeah. Before I bring in Santi, as a Palace fan, we're just desperately hoping that there's some sort of delay to Ranieri's work permit.
I tell you, Arsenal need to be worried
because
next Thursday, man.
Worried about you?
But apparently he missed. Apparently Ranieri will miss the Arsenal game. I think his first game's against us on Sunday. Now look at a pattern here. Newcastle sacked Bruce. They get a point against us.
Rich, this is the other thing. This is the other thing. Munzi touched on it. We've still got Carrick, McKenna, and Phelan, and all those guys. So the backroom staff is essentially the same as the Oli regime. So it's going to take a while.
It's just annoying. Can you just keep your managers until we play you, please? Because look, this is going to happen. Benitez will get sacked right before they.
Yeah, for real.
He was doomed there from the start, weren't he? I'm not sure what he was thinking going to Everton after his Liverpool history.
I think the transfers say a lot about it as well. The fact that they were only able to sign like players on a free and $1 million.
Yeah.
Santi.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Not too bad, Santi. How are you, my friend? How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was good. We cooked a lot of food, and so it was.
Yeah, I didn't watch the video because I knew what was coming, and I was like jealous.
I'll send you guys some pictures later.
Let's throw Tariq in the deep end here. Let's have this preview. He was meant to be here to back you up as well. But listen, Arsenal United on Thursday. Or it was United Arsenal, I should say, actually. We'll start with you, T. What's your expectations from that game?
For me, looking at it realistically, I'm okay. It's hard to balance this at the moment because obviously the situation has changed with Man United and even Arsenal. How we look at our clubs at the moment, or how a lot of the fan base does. But sorry, because if we was going to say this at the start of the season, getting a point away at Old Trafford would be a good result, and I'm going to stick with that because I'm not being reactionary. If we go and pick up a point away at Old Trafford, I'll be content. Because we still do have a very young side. Let's not jump on this, United, yeah, we expect to win, we're going to slap you. We don't do that to any team. We don't do it to Norwich. We don't do it to Newcastle. So why expect us to do it to Manchester United when they have a new manager? Yes, we did it to the likes of Villa and Spurs, but look, they're managerless now. So they were having problems. They had issues going on there. So for me, it's just, I'll be happy with a draw, a win. I'll be ecstatic, and that'll be completely above my expectations. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to it too much because individual brilliance, we can make errors with our young players. So yeah, we've seen it at Anfield. So and against Crystal Palace, but they're better set up than you guys at the moment. But yeah, man, yeah, a draw. I'll take a draw. I know it's a bit fence sitting negative, but you know.
What's your thoughts on this from Sentiment FC?
I'm still waiting for a clear. Still waiting for a clear system. Obvious start from Arteta, 2.5 years and 240 mil later. See, me and Why Not in my previous stream as well. I think there is a clear system. I think it is clear, but it's just clear. Is it working? That's what the problem is. Because defensively, it's quite pragmatic. And we are very strong defensively. We can see when players even come in with Nuno Tavares coming in for Kieran Tierney. We don't look weak in certain games. And even against Liverpool in the opening 35 until individual errors started to creep in. That's when we got slapped in the end. And away at Anfield, they're a top side. Liverpool could do that to anyone in their day. But in terms of going forward, I see where Why Not's going with there. It's hard to watch. And it's a bit predictable. So I do think it's obvious. It's just, is it going to work in the long term? Who knows?
What is wrong with Bradley tonight?
He's on smoke, man. But
Same thing that's wrong with him every night.
Oh, no, look at Chino there. Well, we're going to slap you 5-0. That's not happening.
No, I think... Listen, in this game,
rice, baby.
in this game, form goes totally out the window, doesn't it? Not that I can speak about form anyway.
Thank God it does. Fucking hell. Thank God it does.
But hopefully something to build on this week. You know, like we've actually got a victory under our belts in the Champions League and a draw to stop the rut. And if we play anything like we did today, we're just going to cancel out Arsenal, aren't we, really?
Yeah. I think that's probably what's going to happen. It won't, trust me, it won't be a great watch, people.
No. And if there is a winning goal, it will be by the odd goal. It will be scruffy.
Yeah.
It's the kind of game I'm expecting, to be honest.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's going to be quite a low-scoring game, if you want me to be honest. I think it's going to be quite neck and neck. Obviously, as I said, I wouldn't ever bet against my team, but it is going to be very difficult because, especially what I've noticed about Arsenal in the last so many games, they've been very well defensively structured. I think it's been since Ramsdale came as that number one goalkeeper. I think I've seen a lot of improvement in the defensive area. The only thing what is a problem for Arsenal to me at this moment in time is the attacking play. If your attacking play was just as balanced as the defensive play, you'd have a really good team. That's my personal opinion. And with Manchester United, it's more like we can't keep a clean sheet. Our midfield is not the best right now. We need to improve in the midfield. And it's just we've got like really good attacking players. For me, it's going to be very, very difficult. And I think it's going to be a 2-1. That's what I think the score's going to be. I would obviously never say it's going to be for Arsenal, but...
That's what I was nodding. Oh, no, forget that.
I'm sorry, but I wouldn't bet for Arsenal to win. Even if you played against a different team against Norwich, I won't bet for you to win. I'm sorry.
There you go. It's all right, Macy. I'll take it. I'll be coming right at you, Macy, all right, if we do win.
And what if you don't win? I'll have to try and find you.
Yeah, true. You won't. I'll be under a rock. I'll be under my do-rag.
I never hide under no rock. You'll see me when we win. Don't you worry about that.
When? You see the confidence now? He started off being all nice, but now she's saying when we win. The real Macy's coming out now.
The claws are out.
Munzi, thoughts on the Arsenal game?
Well, I'm not. I'm confident, but like I at this point, I'd take a draw as well. To be fair, because Arsenal done us last year. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd love to beat them, but we're nowhere near. Like, you know, we just keep getting points, or you know, if we get the odd goal, like you say, it might be an odd goal, but do you know what I mean? Never know what team turns out. You never know what team they're going to pick, let alone flipping what team turns up. It's just like, today, like, I never thought he'd pick that team, and then, because nullified the game. But that's what you have to do against Chelsea.
What did you guys think when you saw the team sheet and you saw that midfield?
Yeah, I just thought it was shit. I think any midfield, any midfield we've got is shit. Like, I know they played Donny instead of Bruno in the attacking role, but like before he got sacked, we played Donny, and Donny come on running around like a headless chicken, like the only player that actually wanted to do anything. I just don't know why they don't just play him with play Bruno for like as the false nine and then have Donny in that midfield, but you just didn't trust him. So hopefully Wreck-It Ralph comes in and sorts it out. Do you know what I mean? Because it's been awful being a United fan. Do you know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, mate. The one thing that does give me a bit of hope, looking at the fixtures in December, it does turn a bit green for us.
Yeah. So yeah,
Wait, why am I nodding? Hold on, fixtures in December. You got us in December. What do you mean?
Took you a minute. Took you a minute, Rich.
Got the favourite fixtures yet? Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Santi, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think we kind of have to say that between the Ollie, Lampard, and Arteta debate, we all lost. Even if Arsenal did win that one. Now, as far as the prediction, I honestly have no idea what to expect. We've been so crazy, I don't know, just not as good as we should be. To the point where it is going to be one of those that it's going to, I think, be individual brilliance kind of goal that just kind of, and that could come from either side. So, of course, I would hope that we would beat Arsenal, but who knows, honestly. I just don't know what to expect, really. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm going to come back to this comment. Not that one. This one. Does Maguire come straight back in?
No.
I
mean, I know you don't want him to, but
yeah.
Well,
I think people are being harsh on Maguire. I know it's been crap this year, but like you don't lose. Last year, everyone was like, "Yeah, he's really good," blah blah blah. And, like it was really good for England. He's just had a burnout. It's like just chuck him away. I'd rather have him than Lindelof in there. Do you know what I mean? To be fair, I'd rather play
played well though lately.
Lindelof. I've had enough of him. His hair gets in his way. Do you know what I mean? His hair gets in fucking eyes.
I thought he looked all right today, to be fair.
Same. I thought he was decent, Lindelof. Next to Bailly, he looks better than Maguire does next to anyone.
I'd rather have fucking Phil Jones next to Bailly than fucking Lindelof. But Maguire needs, like, everyone's slating Maguire. Yeah, he's been shit, but he didn't turn into a bad player overnight. Do you know what I mean? It winds me up. Everyone's slagging him off. It's like, whatever.
Pick up head, no. Listen, T, there won't be no rock to hide under,
I know. Just me.
You don't want Edna coming for you.
I know. She will be.
Edna now is the new dream team. I'm sorry.
We have to win now. I'm sorry. We have to.
Matt Passion and Bruno to play.
You'll have to get a camouflage do-rag, T.
For no, tell me about it. We're going to need more than that. Yeah.
Bradley said he doesn't want the Spanish club to have his say on the matter. Santi, why is Bradley coming at you?
This is what Bradley does on a Sunday.
Yeah, he always has one that he goes for.
Well, listen, remember, Santi, you Photoshop, yeah? Like, you've always got time to Photoshop me. Just saying. And I don't even slag you off. I slag off your club. But to be fair, you sound like you're underwater now, though.
Like Ollie. Oh man. Is there anyone that, like, who would you take from Arsenal, Man United fans, into your team? Who would you take?
Rice.
I'll take Tomiyasu.
Pat Rice. None of the players. Fuck the players. All shit. Pat Rice. I'll have him as assistant. That'll do.
I'll take Tomiyasu. I'll take Lokonga.
Yeah, Lokonga. True.
Fuck that. No, none of them.
ESR?
Oh,
yeah, I
so
like him,
Yeah, I forgot
him.
about him. Yeah, we'll have him just to We'll have him put him on the bench, just sit him on the bench. Just to
That
piss
new
you
left back of yours ain't too bad either, T.
Yeah, true. He looks. He's impressed me. I thought he was going to be a poor signing.
But bar that horrendous error against Liverpool, he looked alright.
Yeah, it's true, man. Impressed me.
You know, we just get Odegaard and just have all these settings and having just him next to Donny the whole time.
Yeah, true. That would make sense.
Dizzy says that he predicts a draw, but if Maguire plays, that Arsenal will win 1-0.
That's the captain of my club you're slagging off. Come on.
That's an issue in itself, Mundy. I don't know why he's captain.
Oh, fuck me. I should be captain before him. He should never be. You know what I mean? Yeah, should have never been captain. I don't know. Well, Bruno was captain today. I was surprised they didn't give it to Ronaldo. You know what I mean?
What, on the bench?
Yeah, they could have sat him on the bench. Not today, you donut. Like in general. His heat map was good in the first half. Ronaldo's. At least he stayed in one fucking place.
True. Oh man.
Gabriel.
You know, let's do score predictions then.
Fucking Gabriel shit.
He's their best defender.
Yeah, that says a lot for them. I can't believe how we've made it. They had to get rid of Ollie as soon as they see Arsenal above us. Fucking hell.
Keep it coming. Keep your tears. I'll drink them. See, I can hear it. They see that's one Munzy's not showing his face.
Why?
Cold.
I've got a cold. I've got a cold and like I'm sitting in pitch black. I'm waiting for my son.
Being a Man United fan ain't that hard. Don't sit there.
Yeah, I ain't got no electric. It's got that bad. I've got no electric in my house. I'm living in the streets.
Oh man. And obviously a lot of you said potentially draw or by 1-goal margin. What are your score predictions, Rush?
You know what? I'm going to go 1-0. You know? I'm gonna be brave and say we're going to keep a clean sheet.
A clean sheet, you know? Nah.
I can't even say it with a straight face.
Santi?
I think second half FC will pull it out of the bag just at the end, but first half.
You're gonna have to translate that for me, Santi. I didn't hear what you said.
I'll put it in the chat.
Oh.
Manzi?
I reckon 3-3. That'll do. 3-3.
3-3?
Yeah, it'll be something to watch, wouldn't it? 3-3, yeah. We'll score all the goals, but it'll be 3-3.
Maguire scoring the other three for us.
Yeah, Maguire will get hat-trick for his own goal.
Maisie?
I'm going to go with a 2-1 and I'm going to go 2-1 for United. I think, as we say, second half C is going to be about... I'm sorry there, and I can see that you're shaking your head, but wait till I come get you when we win.
You see, my energy's changed now. We ain't drawing now, Rich. We ain't drawing now. 3-1 Arsenal now. 3-1.
3-1.
Listen, as soon as this stream's done, Maisie's going to go and sub to your channel so she can be there in the comments.
Hey, Maisie, I'm straight on yours as well. Don't worry. 3-1. After Aubameyang stopped dancing at Old Trafford again.
Do you remember when Jesse Lingard danced at the Emirates?
Hey.
Which time? It's his own personal dance floor.
Maisie, you may not know this. Munzy definitely will, and so will Brush. I remember Sylvan Wiltord. I remember winning the league at your ground. Can you do?
Yeah, I was there. Oh,
there you go.
I was there when you won it with him, and then when Overmars scored as well.
There you go.
But let's talk about everything that happened in between both of those events.
I was also there. I was also there when we thrashed you 6-1.
Yeah, Dwight York got a hat trick, and he was sort of over the hill by then.
Yeah.
Hey, look at Richie's face, man. Look at that.
You probably remember 8-2 though, T.
I'm getting school flashbacks now. I got to go. I can't do this.
And then who was it that scored for you that day, T? Was it a certain Dutch legend
Yeah.
who then went on to win a Premier League?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And where did he win that, T?
Final, I think. Give them. Yeah, I said. Dizzy. I had to, man. I ain't being weak. I said it in the end. Yeah, I found my strength. Yeah, 3-1. I'm going 3-1.
Listen, I'll tell you what. The one thing I'll say, we never had to spray paint our Premier League trophies to make ourselves feel special.
What? Invincible or treble? Treble, Rich, come on. Invincible or treble?
Yeah, but to be fair,
What kind of question is that? Obviously, you're going to pick three trophies. You guys are the only ones that would even think that this is a debate.
But how many teams have been invincible, though? I've seen other teams do trebles.
Yeah, but what extra thing do you get apart from you lot spray painting your trophies?
You get a goal on the field.
You won't win that one.
Nah, of course, man. Yeah,
mate, I'll take a double over an unbeaten season.
Don't turn into tie. T,
invincible over treble, man. Come on.
You weren't invincible. We beat you in the FA Cup, so you weren't invincible, was you?
Right, Terry.
Only lost in the Champions League.
Please don't turn into tie. Reek.
I've got United fans here, man. I have to. Okay, I have to.
That Invincibles talk, like you've not won a league since, to be fair. So,
where did you lose your? What team did you lose your invincible record to?
Manzi,
Mike Riley. That's who we lost it to.
Guys,
tie here now.
You lost it to Man United in the league, if you remember.
The worst refereeing performance ever. That's what it was.
Is that the one where Phil Neville had the game of his life?
Do you also remember when we won 2-0 and we played pretty much our defensive players? We basically played like 8 defenders, and you was like literally had like Van Persie on the pitch.
That's what United do, though, man. You play horrific football. You play horrific football. We play the beautiful game. The reason why
where's that got you, T?
Right, Richie's boy
play
came
the
to our
lucky game. You play the lucky game. That's what it is. I'll come out, try and get the 3 points. If I get it. If not, I'll be happy with the draw.
But who's the better team
right now? Oh, look at this!
I love it. He just has the back of his popcorn.
The best way to work this out is quick combined 11. Yeah, quick one.
You know what it is? We should all just team up and turn this round on Palace.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah. You know what? It's true. He just dropped the Rich out now. Oh, Richard just dropped out, Rush. Oh, man.
What kind of slander is that?
On my channel, that's what Rich is thinking.
My thing, you know.
Oh, man.
You forgot I got the powers.
It's true.
It's what you get for taking the popcorn out.
Yeah, I know.
I ain't got no popcorn. It's sweets.
Okay.
He's like, I haven't had popcorn in time. Well, Man United versus also provided that for him. I thought. Then.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. What formation we're going with, people, for this combined 11?
4-3-3. That's 4-2-3-1. Now do 4-2-3-1 because that's what we both play. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
We don't play that anymore.
Yeah. Oh, no. Well, you haven't, but yeah. That's what we've seen the most. We've got a squad built.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going De Gea in goal.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you De Gea. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Ramsdale has impressed me, though. He's a much better player than I gave him credit for. He's done well this season.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I'll give you De Gea, but longevity. That's why, because it's only a small sample size.
Yeah.
I'd rather
if
I was building a team, I'd rather have Ramsdale though.
Well, yeah, because of his age and that, so you can build for the future. Yeah,
distribution, which is a big thing now. Yeah, with goalkeepers, but yeah, De Gea.
Left back.
I'm still saying Kieran Tierney.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. You know.
I'd agree with Kieran Tierney as well.
Yeah.
He's the fourth. He's the third best left back in the league. Third best.
Who's top 2? Robertson,
and I'd say
Cancelo. Cancelo, wherever he plays, is for me.
Yeah,
just
I wouldn't say
fantastic.
Chilwell's better than Tierney though. I wouldn't.
I think he's I think at the moment he's a lot better in terms of going forward. His stats for this season is absolutely incredible, and the fact, like last season as well, he done it amazing for Chelsea, knowing that it was his first season there. The only thing I would criticise Chilwell would be that the fact that his defensive issues isn't as good as his going forward, and that would be the only thing I would criticise Chilwell about. But if it was based on going forward, it would easily for me probably be probably the top at the moment for going forward.
Yeah. I think the system helps that a lot though. Wing backs rather than actual four at the back.
Exactly. They play,
and Robbo's not really been himself this season so far.
Nah, he had a good game against Southampton though.
Yeah,
he played brilliant.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Tsimikas over there up until this point. But Cancelo for me.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's got it up.
Okay, so Tierney left back, De Gea in goal. Who's partnering Varane then, guys?
It's Gabriel in it, surely. Yeah, it's got to be Gabriel. Oh man, has to be. Come on, I'm not. We're not like Maguire, Lindelof. I'm not doing.
No, it is a combined 11, isn't it? I'll be nice. Yeah,
exactly.
You can have Gabriel.
Come on, man. At least I'm choosing a defender who's actually played well for us over a period of time.
I'll let you have that one.
Yeah, but mind you, it's not too hard though, is it, mate? When his closest competition's the Love Island Phil Jones.
This is a big shout. I think Gabriel will be a world class. I think he'll be up there, top 5 centre backs.
Oh, that is a big shout.
I think he will be. He's got everything, bro.
So if you think of what did you just say Gabriel?
Yeah. I think he'll be top 5 centre backs in the world. At some point in his career. He's still look at the age, man. 23. Centre backs don't hit their prime until 28. He's got 5 years until his prime.
Would that be when a new pandemic hits and most of the world stop playing football team?
Probably. What
is that when Gabriel becomes top 5?
AKA Super League. That's probably what it will be. When we get slapped bottom of the group and that. Yeah. So Varane at the right centre back and then right back.
Yeah. Right back. This is another issue, isn't it? I'd probably go with Tomiyasu, you know.
Mason,
it's a sticky one. I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
Tomiyasu or Wan-Bissaka?
I'm gonna go with Tommy.
I like that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I would. I think it's a small
that was
sample.
Varane, right? Sorry.
Yeah. And then Tom, we've got to go Tommy now. Do you know what I mean? Because I think it's a toss-up because it's a short. It's obviously a small sample size. I think Tomiyasu is a similar to defensive fullback like Wan-Bissaka. I just think he's better aerially than Wan-Bissaka is. Other than that, going forward, I think he's quite poor. But, we don't need him because we got Tierney or Tavares on the left side that don't come back, basically.
So we're setting up what as a 4-3-3, are we?
Or 4-2-3-1.
Okay.
Tom, what?
You what?
What?
You can get rid of that right now, Rich.
Man of the match today, though, wasn't he? So
I was a bit miffed at that as well. To be fair,
Sky, not according to me.
I was a bit miffed at that.
Fred played miles better than McTominay.
Yeah, bar Fred shooting, I couldn't fault his game today. Everything else, he was doing quite well.
To be honest, I couldn't say that he lost us them 3 points. So
no.
And I think if he was going to do it, he should have passed it and then let. I think Ronaldo was near him at the time.
Yeah.
So he could have just let him shoot it because we know Ronaldo. Most times he would have got it in. Oh, by the way, we need to make sure that Ronaldo is into him as open as a striker right now.
I mean, I don't even think that was up for debate. To be fair, in a 4-3-3.
Yeah, he scored more goals than Aubameyang, but he offers the same as Aubameyang. I mean, absolutely nothing in terms of build-up play and that, but or defensively. But yeah, Ronaldo.
How many goals did
midfield
Aubameyang score like last season?
I don't know, like 13 or something. But yeah. Who scored more goals in the Premier League in the last 5 years? So.
What?
Well, we're doing 4-3-3.
That's what it looks like at the moment. So
yeah,
that midfield we're going to struggle over.
I agree.
Yeah.
Nippon's Wi-Fi's comment. Even I work better than Santi's audio.
Oh, I'm surprised Nippon's Wi-Fi got that far into the video, to be fair, to see Santi. I thought he's got Partey's got to be in there, surely. We're not doing it on form, right?
No, it's just overall, isn't it? If it's on form, then we're all in trouble.
Fernandez has to be there as well. Bruno Fernandez has to be there.
Yeah, Bruno, and then Pogba, really, but it's probably got to be Pogba there, isn't it, as well?
Yeah,
because this is the Arsenal's weakest area for me. Is in midfield. Like Ødegaard can't get in there. Not ahead of Fernandez or Pogba.
Yeah, in that system, though, I'm thinking like, what the work part you would have to do.
Oh yeah, yeah. You need Kante levels from Partey.
Yeah.
Yo.
Either side of Ronaldo, this is an interesting one. I'd probably go Sancho and Saka, but that might be controversial.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Not Rashford, no? Rashford and Saka.
No, I'd go Sancho. I'd stick Sancho on the left and put Saka on the right.
What we've seen in the Premier League, Emile Smith Rowe, you know what I mean? Croydon De Bruyne and that. But...
He has done well. But in that system, though, then ESR would have to sort of be in the middle and drop down a bit, and the other two would be more central forwards.
Yeah. It's the thing with ESR. We're going to have to wait and see what happens because we're with ESR throughout this season.
Yeah.
Because, I'll be honest. I mean, if you chucked ESR in the Bundesliga in the Borussia Dortmund, I think he does the same as Sancho. I'm not going to lie.
Probably. I mean, the kid's talented. Obviously, because he's English as well, there is that added pressure and hype that comes with it. I just hope that people ease up on him a bit. And, it's going to be a good player.
Yeah. Do you know what? I know it sounds mad, but FIFA rating has a big shout of it as well,
What's he rated on this year's FIFA?
It's that 87, Sancho is.
Wow. Okay.
That's what I mean. That's a bit too high. And the price tag all adds up into that. And I think
it does, isn't it? What's ESR's rating on there?
Like 70, 78. I mean, 78.
78. Okay. But his potential is probably like 80, late 80s, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, it's just obviously what we're seeing from a sample size. Sancho's done it for longer in a different league. So, go with Sancho on that left. But, yeah, Saka on the right. How many is that? I think you man are just edging it, which is poor, by the way. It's poor because you guys should be way ahead of us. You finished second last season.
But that's with no context, T.
Nah, no. I know.
When you just look at the rest of the Premier League like that, that second place finish was a lie.
Yeah, it was still. How many we got? You got how many Man United? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 5. I'll take that.
What are your thoughts, Maze?
Yeah, it's a hard one, to be honest, because when I do look at that, I probably more or less agree with the lineup. Because I think it's a hard one. It's really hard. So I think overall that's probably one I would go for as well. If I was going to change it, I'd probably maybe take Sancho off and put Rashford there.
Santi, what's your thoughts on that, my bro?
I'm just tuning back in. I've got the audio fixed, so ready to go.
Well, hey.
And I want to hear from Rich as well, because obviously he's a neutral.
Yeah.
So what are the thoughts on the final hour?
Now that Santi's in, we're about to end the stream. Based on this is obviously not to do with form, isn't it? So
no form. Yeah.
Can't really complain with it, actually.
Yeah. You saying Sancho over ESR? Over your CR7 boy?
If it was the over of old, it would be a shoe-in with him on the left, but he's like a shadow of his former self now, isn't he?
And it's been too long now. Do you know what I mean? It's been too long.
Yeah, it's been too long for it to be a dip in form, I think. It's just, he's dropped off a bit, and under Arteta as well. I think it's the way Arteta's using him.
Arteta needs, it's a bit more like that Pep style, and he wants more from his striker, way more than just pure goals.
Yeah. I think if he just stuck him up front for the goals, I think his production and his numbers would be a lot higher.
It's true. And he gives a little bit more defensively than Ronaldo does in the press. But, Ronaldo,
he's just clinical, isn't he? So you have to put Ronnie there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, let me stop sharing. Let's have the discussion. Actually, what if this wasn't? Let's just say this was on form now. What would their 11 be if it was on form, based on form?
I'm saying Ramsdale over De Gea.
No way.
I
De Gea's kept
no,
on.
I'd still double down on De Gea. You know,
Nah.
I think
Yeah,
he's
I
I'll
my
tell
don't
you
know,
favourite.
what,
you know.
yeah.
I really don't know because Ramsdale for me is having such an amazing season. Whereas if you look at De Gea, he hasn't saved a penalty in so many years, but he saved 3 this season.
Yeah,
You
he
need to
finally
look at
has.
it like that.
You know what? That Europa League final did something to him.
It did. It put some fire in him, honestly.
Yeah.
Do you know why I'd go with Ramsdale over De Gea? Watford game. The last 2 goals. Right? See none of that from
And
Ramsdale.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you the City game as well, actually. Getting beaten on his near side.
True, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that was shocking.
And another thing what I liked about Ramsdale, do you remember that save against Leicester where James Maddison had a free kick and everyone thought he went in, even Brendan Rodgers celebrated it. But I was literally looking at it like, oh my God, he just saved that. Even the legendary Peter Schmeichel said that was the best save he's seen in years.
True, man. Your legend.
So I'm just coming back to the comments. So I see you. Apparently, you're doing some too tight.
Offers nothing defensively.
Santi, if anyone says like I said, I swear.
Santi. I mean, I'm formed now.
See, to be fair, Edna had your back here with Smith Rowe.
I mean, if it's on form, then Smith Rowe gets in, doesn't he?
Yeah, over Sancho. Yeah. Even over Saka for me.
Yeah,
man.
Smith Rowe's doing amazing this season.
And at the back, you got to go Gabriel and White, really.
Should we debate this, by the way?
I'm not taking Ben White.
Are we on form?
On form, though. Hey, Ben White weren't. I think Ben White was better than. Ben White was better than Gabriel yesterday, I can say. And there's been a few occasions where Ben White's actually been all right, you know.
Is bottom of the league, Newcastle. They haven't got a single win this season.
Yeah, I know, but Callum Wilson was busting a bit of. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on. Callum Wilson's a good striker, though. Callum Wilson.
Yeah, he is decent.
Yeah. Like
so much of their hopes from now till January rest on Wilson and say Maximum staying fit.
Yeah. It's true.
I think they're in real trouble, though. You know, I think it looks like they could get relegated.
And then left back Tavares, isn't it?
Question: if that first list wasn't on form, how is it that Shaw and Wan-Bissaka's not in it?
Aha.
Sure.
I mean, last season Shaw though was.
Last season Shaw would be a shoo-in.
I think Tierney was decent last season as well, but we were terrible.
Not Shawberto. Shawberto was different gravy for a year or so. Don't know what happened after the summer.
But yeah, man, that's last season's form. That is Santi and Brad and Rush.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we take,
if we're taking just form out of it entirely, then
there's an argument there.
Yeah,
I'd still go Tierney over Shaw, man. For me personally, I think he provides exactly what Shaw does going forward and better,
but a bit better defensively as well.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So that's why
he's a bit of a leader as well. You know, Tierney. I've seen some leadership qualities in him.
It's true, man. Yeah,
he's definitely going to be a leader at Arsenal in the next 5 years. I'd say if he stays.
If he's still there,
if he's still there.
Yeah. He just needs to
let him go.
You know, but
Man City, so Cancelo can play on the right, and then Tierney can play on the left.
That would be
that'd be crazy.
That'd be disgusting.
Santi, I'll let you have the last word, and then we'll do. What will say? Everyone will promote where they're coming from. Obviously, minus Brush, and to be fair, Santi. But to be fair, Santi is on Twitter, so you can promote that. But yeah, your thoughts on just the game and United in general, and Ralph Rangnick.
So for Ralph, I'm pretty excited. I know his managerial CV isn't necessarily the biggest of deals, but As far as like what he did with Red Bull, oh my gosh, like he took Leipzig from 4th tier to Bundesliga and Champions League form. Then he was oversaw various parts of the Red Bull organization. Now, as far as like what they've done on this side of the pond, they've taken like the New York Red Bulls. They've made some really great signings. They've shipped some great talent over to Europe. So in that, even the scouting and all that stuff, I feel like they've done a lot of good things. So
he's been great at adding value, unearthing gems, finding young talents. A lot of that, yeah.
So for that, like on that aspect, like I think he's going to be super helpful. As far as like the consultancy, I don't know. I don't like the gray area that we don't necessarily know what the responsibilities are going to be, right? So, but I mean, it'll be good to have a football mind back there.
I'm basically hoping that consultancy is just code for taking over from Ed Woodward, or in my dreams at least, that's what it means.
Yeah. Dreams.
It's probably wishful thinking on my part, but I'm hoping that's what happens.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up. This time next Sunday is going to be interesting. Could be 2 games to kind of talk about.
Oh yeah, we've got midweek games, haven't we? Yeah, and going into the Christmas period as well, it's going to be madness.
It's going to be crazy.
So many games.
So Arsenal versus United versus Arsenal we'll talk about next Sunday. United Palace we'll talk about next Sunday. Yeah, it's going to be a lot going on.
Rich, with the midweek games, are you going to try and fit any streams in, or is it a bit difficult? Obviously with school stuff and that as well, going into Christmas.
Yeah. To be fair, got a Leeds preview tomorrow.
Okay.
Jordan and Nathan will do the match reaction on Wednesday. Friday, I'm looking at doing a preview here. Just trying to work out logistics because there's loads of United fans that I know and loads of United fans that have supported, you know what I mean? So I don't want it to be just one voice, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
To speak to all of you, especially all of you that supported the channel and stuff. And then obviously the game on Sunday and reacting to that. So yeah, there's going to be lots going on. You might not see my face in all of them and stuff, but obviously that's where Jordan and Nate come in as well.
Cool. Yeah, we'll figure it out as we go along, innit? Because that's the thing, all the channels 100%. Are going to be doing so much.
So it's going to be mad.
Yeah. Especially depending on your timing as well. If you come on, say, after like a KG stream, then there's going to be quite a few United fans floating about.
This is it. True. Time is going to be key for it, actually, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'll just finish up with some comments. United Fan TV, Brad, obviously. Someone called 999. Tariq is losing consciousness with that do-rag. Man saying he would have Tierney over Shaw on top form.
Yo, big up, why not? Big up my brother, why not? Yeah, tell him.
Why not telling me? Sure, you're joking me. Like, that Umpa runs out of form last season, 5 Prem games before the end of the season. Chelsea dropping points makes the league interesting and competitive again, in my opinion. I agree.
Yeah, for me, I reckon it's going to go right down to the wire between those 3.
It really is. Shaw had 3 good months last season out of 8 years at United. What time's the league preview tomorrow? I'm going to say 8 p.m.
That's going to be an interesting one as well.
So basically, Louis, he means 8:30. Running on rich time.
He's not impressed. I think you might be about to get Simbined.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that Leeds one, Rich, because I'm not sure if anyone predicted that Leeds would be struggling to the extent that they have been this season.
100%. I agree with that because I actually predicted Leeds to get higher in the league this year. But the thing is, how Leeds have come out this season, they've come out like they've been the newly promoted Leeds all over again, how rubbish they are defensively. And they was actually getting better defensively in the second half of last season as well. So I'm not even too sure what's going on, but I can't imagine Bielsa staying much longer, to be fairly honest. I think he'll end up walking.
Yeah, as long as he stays until Tuesday, because this new manager thing's killing us.
Bamford's goals have dried up.
He's going to walk out tomorrow and then Leeds are going to win against us.
Amazing. You're lucky it's your first time round, you know. That's your first strike.
Right.
No, I don't mean that. I didn't mean it at all, Rich.
The others know better. The others know better. Guys, that's the end of the show. You know what? This has been different, and I've liked it. I've liked it. It's been a nice little conversation.
Oh, where's Steve at today?
Between, I'm gonna message him. He should be about tomorrow.
Cool.
It's Leeds. I'm expecting him to be about tomorrow. so, and obviously Louis, Jay, you know, the usuals. Like, big up to all of you, everyone in the chat that supported the channel.
It's been a pleasure.
It's growing. It's amazing. It really is. So, as I always say, let's all support each other. To be fair. So, Maisie, first and foremost, where can people find you?
You can find me on my YouTube channel. It's Devils United. I set my YouTube channel up around 3 months ago. And I do Manchester United, both men and women's football. So I touch on both, do watch-alongs for the women's games. I do previews and match reactions on there as well for both teams.
Amazing. Stick around on stream and talk to Rich as well after.
Yeah, sounds good.
Very, very good point. You're on Twitter, by the way?
Yes, you can find me on Twitter as well. My Twitter is @2_ MUFC Maze. A lot of people always put 1 underscore and then they never find me, but it's 2 underscores. I always have to say the 2 underscores.
I'll have to get that changed.
I know.
let me see if I can find it. Because you know
was the 1 underscore taken when you tried it, or?
Yeah, it was taken.
Ah.
Someone just wanted to copy my name.
There you go.
2 underscores. What was the rest of it?
MUFC Maze. I think I've got you on Twitter actually, Rich.
Ah, yes, there you are. Yeah. I am following you. Because you know what? I was looking to tweet and I immediately put Devils United and I couldn't find you. Mad. But yeah, big up, Maze. Thanks for jumping on, to be fair.
Thank you.
And yeah, stick behind actually.
Yes.
I'll let you know afterwards. T.
Thank you very much for letting me come back on, Rich. It's always a pleasure.
And Maisie, take note of this, by the way.
Yeah, take note. You can find me at Tariq Talk all over Twitter as well. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I created my channel just like Maisie, which was 3 months ago now, coming up to 4 months in a couple of days' time, actually. So yeah,
how really crazy is that? There's quite a few that started at the same time, you know.
I know.
Rich, it's 3 months for you as well, right? Well, around that.
No, I'm a bit long. I think I'm 5.
Okay.
6, I think.
Yeah. See, yeah, man, it's probably after lockdown and everything, and you know, football was coming back properly. Probably made that's probably what it was. So yeah, 3 months coming up to 4 on this. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I've got a lot of you people in the chat already. So yeah, if you are new, subscribe to Eagle-Eyed Football first, and then make your way over to me. You'll see Rich a lot over there as well. Big up, everyone. Thank you. Nice meeting you, Maisie. Big up, Santi as well, man.
Big up, man.
Santi, what's your Twitter handle?
Oh god. So I think it's Hantisago. That's HANTISAGO. So it's just an old nickname of mine. You can find me just usually, shooting
trolling.
Around,
Santi, you should plug your photoshopping skills on there as well, bro.
For real.
I make meme level photoshops. How about that?
And I'm the victim.
Yeah, that's all people want, really. It's the memeable content. That's all they need.
There you go.
And Brush, we obviously know that you're not really on socials.
Nah, not really. I'll get there slowly. I'll get there slowly. One day I will have Twitter and Instagram like the rest of you people, but you'll find me floating about across all the fan channels.
100%. He doesn't know how to work it yet. That's Brush's. What about Snapbook? Me want a Snapbook. That's what Brush wants.
No.
You know what? I only made my way onto Snap recently as well, you know.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
What's he saying? Call it Snapbook.
And even that, it was really the main reason I was on Snap was because my niece and nephew like messing around with the filters.
Oh, yeah, the dog one. The dog one.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah. So when I'm messing around with them, I thought, this will be a good way to connect.
Yeah, and you can tell Tariq's been playing with those filters, boy.
I don't do them things there. Nah.
But yeah, T, have you got a spare do-rag for answer for a friend? Brush.
Yo, Rush, you want a do-rag? I can dash you
I'm
one over,
all
man.
right, bro. I'm good.
Oh, fair.
Do you know? I've
Yeah.
never understood the people that used to do it as a fashion statement. You know, the ones that didn't do it to like curl their hair up.
Yeah,
Like, why?
yeah.
Why have you just
Like me,
walking
basically. Yeah.
Oh man, big up. Why not? Shaw versus Pepe again on Thursday. Should get tasty. Neil, thanks for tuning in. Even if it's late, appreciate the fact that you've come on. Shaw's had one good season in like 50 years. Oh gosh.
I mean, he has. Like, nobody's disputing that. In the 7 odd years he's been here, yeah, he's had one good season.
Maisie getting a lot of love. Getting a lot of love.
Thank you.
Got you onto it already, Maisie. Big up the panel, big up the community, big up the reckless inside. 100%. That's up to you, mate. What's your channel called, Tariq?
Jay's done the work already. Tariq Talks, just put talks on the end of that. Big up yourself, Jay.
And yes.
Hang on. Unlike Rich, I'm always on time. So
Oh my days. Unlike T, I've got 2 children.
True.
Guys, listen, appreciate you all. Maisie, hang out at the back. I'll chat to you
Yes.
in a sec. And listen, like, share, subscribe. It's been a pleasure. See you tomorrow, actually.
Take care,
Peace.
people.
Peace.